Hello Kindred, welcome back to another Bloodhunt video. Today, the developers at Sharkmob just released a statement on their Steam community page. It's got some pretty exciting info in there. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here, so first we'll just read the statement and then we'll discuss it afterwards. Enjoy. So here we got the post and it reads, "Hello Bloodhunt community. Bloodhunt Early Access has been running for almost a month now, so we wanted to share our latest learnings with you. This is not only to be transparent with our thoughts on how things are going, but also to give you an idea of where we're headed in the not too distant future. During the closed alpha, we heard from many of you that the game mechanics, server stability, and overall quality of the experience were in a promising state, and you felt that Bloodhunt was ready for release in those respects. Fortunately, the game and the server held up quite well when it comes to the basics. However, we can also see that we still have a lot of work to do. This is of course something that we're aware of and had predicted, but it's reassuring to see our general player base is in alignment with us on the things that we need to fix. This will ensure Bloodhunt has a great future. Alright, let's dive into the various topics. Security and cheating. Cheating is a problem in any PC game, but we've had some very blatant cheats cropping up shortly after launch. As we take cheating extremely seriously, we worked as fast as we could to identify and address security holes that allowed these exploits. So far, all of the major problems we've found have been due to bugs that we've since fixed. We will continue to tackle new ones as they arise. Simultaneously, our anti-cheat system required some time to analyze normal gameplay, and therefore has gotten better at detecting and automatically banning cheaters. We've also banned hundreds of cheaters that you've reported on our website manually, and we're extremely grateful for your assistance in reporting these individuals. We know that in-game reporting is a highly requested feature, and it's high on our to-do list, but in the meantime, please continue to use our web-based reporting system with video footage whenever possible. You can find the player reporting form on our website here. We're also working on measures that makes it harder and more annoying for cheaters to simply create new accounts when banned. We won't go into details of this as we don't want to arm cheaters with the information that helps them. However, we will keep you updated on our progress. I love these guys. Performance and optimizations. This is another very hot topic. We've had quite a few players running into performance issues that are causing the frame rate to fluctuate even if their system specs meet our recommendations. We also have players who are experiencing generally poor performance regardless of their quality settings. We are actively investigating to try and find the root causes, but we could really use your help in this effort. With this in mind, we are taking the following measures. We are starting the PTE, Player Test Environment, early. This is an alternative branch of the game with players that wish to help us improve the game will get access to. Here we will be able to push builds to you, giving us the capability to capture more data of how the game is behaving when these issues occur. We hope this will enable us to identify and resolve issues quickly and efficiently. More information will be coming in the very near future. We are investing in broadening our compatibility testing on PC, both internally and external with our QA partners. As a short-term solution, we've created a dedicated channel on our Discord server where players can share their best tips and tricks for improving performance. The channel is called #PerformanceTipsAndTricks, and you'll be able to access it by confirming that you've read and agreed to our Discord code of conduct. Optimizing a game tends to be a gradual process of incremental but cumulative gains, meaning it may take some time to see drastic improvements, but we are dedicated in improving performance and are grateful for your patience and support. Retention. We hear that you want more things to keep you coming back to play the game, and we already have lots of plans in the works. We can see that the Battle Pass progress is still too slow for many players, and probably too fast for highly skilled or very engaged players. It's important to us that everyone can complete the Battle Pass and earn all of the rewards. So we've made additional adjustments and put more emphasis on match accomplishments and de-emphasize match placement. We hope this will accelerate progress for players with less time to invest in the game without negatively impacting players who win a lot. We also hope that you will feel the performance in a session is rewarded more. These changes have already gone live, so please let us know what you think while we continue to fine-tune the balance. Next, we have the Act 2 patch coming out in the very near future, which has some nice quality of life improvements, bug fixes, game balance tweaks, new free cosmetic items that can be earned by completing a special event quest, nice, additional items in the store, and another area opening up in Prague. This is an update that we've been working on for quite some time, and we're just finishing up our final testing on it before we're ready to release it to you. We're also focusing on adding statistics that players can view, so you can track your accomplishments in Bloodhunt, as well as learn where your strengths are and where you have the opportunity to improve. We hope to have this ready for you by the end of the year. We will continue work to add both content and challenges to keep you engaged in Bloodhunt. Your feedback is essential for the development of the game, so come talk to us on the Discord channel. Thank you for all being part of our journey to make Bloodhunt the best game it can be. Sharkmob. Alright, I know that was a long one, but now that we've heard what they've had to say, here's some of my thoughts on it. Well, first things first, they open by telling us their ongoing effort to combat cheaters in their game. This is an extremely smart strategy, which will certainly garner loyalty and respect from their player base. It seems that Sharkmob are really aware of how important it is that problems are acknowledged by the devs, especially when it comes to cheaters ruining and potentially killing their product. This is exactly how to go about addressing such issues, and I do feel that Sharkmob care about their game and the community, and are worth placing your trust in. While I've rarely encountered cheaters, I know that in some servers, specifically Asian servers, have high numbers of players running third-party cheat softwares. Judging by what we're reading here, they have a self-learning anti-cheat in place which monitors what normal gameplay looks like and can identify when something is sus. Of course, it needs the data to learn from, so that's exactly what we've all been given by playing in early access so far. The in-game report button is still missing from the game as it stands, but they at least told us it's on their high priority to-do list. It's exciting stuff! Next up, we had the performance issues being addressed. This is an extremely hot potato, judging by a lot of the negative reviews on Steam that all revolve around frame stutters and general poor performance. This is a little disheartening to see really, because these people aren't really reviewing the quality of the gameplay, but rather just mad they can't get the game to run how it should. I mean, understandably. I personally am one of the lucky ones who haven't had any issues with performance for the most part, so I guess this is all easy for me to say, right? I will note, however, that after a recommendation from a friend to change some graphics settings in hopes to improve my FPS, my game turned into a PowerPoint presentation. I returned them mostly back to default and it kind of fixed the issue. But by the sounds of things, they're trying to tackle this issue via the PTE, which they're calling their player test environment. As they state, there'll be more info on that soon, and I really hope it does speed up their optimization process so that more people can get involved in the game and the Steam reviews can reflect the game properly. Next, they talk about retention, and this is the most exciting part of Sharkmob's message in my opinion, as until now we've only heard about their efforts concerning cheaters and bug fixes. Let's just jump straight into this. So first they mentioned the XP rate gained from the Battle Pass. This had already been altered earlier in the month to make the game less grindy and more rewarding for players to unlock the Battle Pass tiers. Well, it seems it was still not where they wanted it, so they're awarding bonus XP for performance in the matches rather than just for the match placement. I think this is a great change in my opinion, as if you rack up lots of kills and don't necessarily come first, it should still be recognised and rewarded fairly. As of making this video, I haven't tested this out personally, so I shall give my take on it when I've seen it for myself. Next is the juiciest part, and what a lot of the community have been eagerly waiting for. The Act 2 patch. With this, we're getting, as they stated, quality of life improvements, bug fixes, game balance tweaks, new item for the shop, cosmetics from the new event that'll be coming, and another area opening in Prague. Now that's a lot, so let's think here as they're being rather elusive and broad with some of this. Quality of life improvements. So in my discussing minor and major changes video on Bloodhunt, I mentioned a few things that might actually be happening now. Sharkmob say here that they're going to add a stats page, which will tell you how well you're doing and areas where you can improve. I love this idea. Not just a basic stats page to gloat to the internet about all your big numbers, but something that'll actually identify where you need more practice so you can really fine-tune your skills. Maybe they'll fix it when someone thirsts you down and you'll actually get the kill for it. You know, one can hope. They mentioned bug fixes. There are a lot of pesky little bugs I've encountered, which mainly are traversal based. Some weird animations that don't seem to link properly, and briefly have my character moving without button inputs. These are things that when ironed out will make the experience feel a lot higher caliber than it currently is. But this is again all part of the point in early access, to make sure the game is sculpted into perfection for its final form. They go on to mention balance changes. This is something that we need almost ASAP actually, as some of the weapons which have become meta are just almost toxic levels of overpowered. I'm looking at you, Purple Crossbow, and not to mention the Nosferatu Prowler Bats, which are undeniably the best skill in the game right now. I mean, we could really use a shake-up with the balancing and see some buffs to underpowered weapons and clans. And lastly, something I did not expect so soon after releasing in early access, but Sharkmob have told us that the map will be getting bigger via a new area of Prague opening up. What an exciting prospect! I mean, I'm not even bored of the map currently, but I'm more than eager to see what it is they're planning here. This news opens up the door to what we can expect in the future too. More segments of the map to explore, possibly different maps altogether. I mean, the lore of Vampire the Masquerade is extensive and it spans across the globe, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more locations in the future to kill each other in. Anyway, that's going to be it from me today. When I read this news, I was so excited I just needed to make this video ASAP to let people know who might not read these sorts of things. I love getting the scoops of my favourite games and hearing from the devs whenever I can. So if you want to stay up to date with Bloodhunt news and let me do the digging for you, feel free to subscribe for more videos like this and other gameplay highlights, tips and tricks and whatnot. If you like the prospect of change, hit the like button or you'll forever be stuck in a time loop. And lastly, let me know in the comments if you like Sharkmob's transparency. Do you think they'll do good by us as their community? I'm really curious to what you think. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one, guys.